a very exciting video that I'm filming today. I am going to be filming a review, which this will not go up for probably up until next week because I am filming this in a couple different parts. The product that I'm filming is a saddle, if you can even call it a saddle, from Total Equine or Total Comfort Equine. I'll have to look at like the exact name of it, and I'll put the link down in the description bar below so that way you can follow the link to there. I am super excited about this saddle. It's not really a saddle. It's more so just like a you'll see but there's no tree to it. It's like a tree. It's like a racing saddle, but without like the back part. So there's no real like pressure from the saddle. It's like riding bareback, but with stirrups, if that makes sense, which it will when you see it. So I am really excited to try this out on both of my horses. I am probably going to try it on Theo first because Theo is less of a jerk than Dennis. So I'm really excited to try this out and see how it goes. I have a feeling it's going to be quite the workout because it's basically like bareback ride. I mean, well, I don't know, because like you've got your, because you've got your stirrups, right? So like you have those, but you don't have like the back of the saddle, like the cantle and like literally the rest of the saddle. You don't have that. So I'm really excited to try this out, see how it goes. I don't know what to expect. The owner of the company, like the one that makes these, is super nice. He had emailed me saying like, hey, the one that you ordered's out of stock. It's not going to be in for probably 3 to 4 weeks. And I was like, I mean, I was more so just buying it to like review it to see, you know, I wasn't like buying it because I really, it sounds really bad. I wasn't like buying it because I really want it. But I was buying it just to kind of test it out. Like that's kind of what I do in real life for my friends. I'm the one that buys the products, then tests it out, and then they buy it if they like it. I'm the guinea pig. So that's kind of why I bought it. But anyway, he was like, hey, this one's out of stock. And it was the one with the short billet strap, so you'd use a regular girth with it, which I do have a dressage saddle, so I do have the short girths. So he was like, but I do have the brown one in stock in the long billets that would go with a short girth. I was like, whatever, that's fine, let's go ahead and switch that out. And he's like, that one's actually more expensive, but I'll give you a refund for the difference of the saddles. I was like, okay, great, that's really awesome. He literally got it shipped out that same day, so it was so quick. They're in the UK, and I think I ordered it maybe on Wednesday or Thursday, and it got to me today, Monday, which is the 30th. So it was super fast shipping, really great customer service, and he even told me, he was like, you know, if you end up liking it, you know, or whatever your feedback is, go ahead and post a review. And I told him, I was like, hey, well, I'm gonna film a video for my YouTube channel on it. And he's like, oh, that's awesome. If you don't mind, like I can use the video and put it on my website. And I was like, yeah, absolutely, I don't care. So we kind of went back and forth, and he's like, try it out a couple times because it's gonna be really weird. Like, I know you're excited to try it, but like ride in it for like 3 or 4 times to get like the full effect, because it's going to be a lot different than riding in a regular saddle. And I was like, fair enough. So that's why it came today. So I am going to ride in it today, and then the next, I'm basically going to ride in it all week. I'm not going to ride in my regular saddle this week at all unless I like absolutely hate it or die. my way to the barn now. I have the, here's the strap for it right here. I've got it in the car. I will film like an up close and personal with it. I will film me tacking up the boys with it, and then what you guys will see. I don't really need to explain it, but I'm bad at YouTube, so my husband doesn't think I'm funny, so I don't know why anybody else would think I'm funny. Anyway, I'm on my way to the barn. We're gonna film this. We're gonna see how it goes. Hopefully my camera works today, because if not, I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. It worked for Theo's ride yesterday and it didn't work for 10's, and I'm so pissed because 10 jumped beautifully yesterday. So today is going to be flat work, and if I think I'm confident enough and it feels right, if everything falls into place and this whole saddle ends up working out, then maybe I'll go over a couple cross rails, but we're not going to get too crazy today. So we'll see you guys once we get to the barn. All right. So I have Theo here today as my little guinea pig, and this is the total contact saddle from the UK. Is that much? Oh, hello. So you might need, because these stirrups I feel like might even be a smidge too long. Since the stirrup bar is basically all the way down here versus here, I'm probably gonna have to punch extra holes in whatever stirrups that I use for the saddle. But I actually, at first I was like, oh no, this isn't gonna work. And then we started jumping and I'm like, wait a minute. Like our distances are pretty nice. Like I feel like we're together. He's listening because he can feel my seat. I think it makes me kind of collapse my core a little bit, like Michelle was saying, but I kind of like it. You seem like you're having fun in it, right, buddy? Are you having fun? Yeah, are you having fun? You gonna go a couple more times? Yeah, it's definitely it's different. Cool different. Good boy. Say, this thing's weird, huh? You like it though, huh? Do you like it? One, two, three. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. And we're going to walk the hills on the track. So I'm just in here. I made a little switch up. I'm using the EQUESTRIAN half pad, and I am using HDR thick leather stirrups, and I'm using a pair of Free Jump soft up pro light stirrups, and then obviously the Total Connect saddle. Honestly, like today I feel much more secure in it, and I don't know if it's just, come on, if it's just because I am somewhat used to it now because I rode in it on both him and 10 yesterday, and my camera wasn't filming for the majority of the ride on 10, but Theo seems to like it. I don't feel like I'm like bouncing on their back or anything like that. I don't feel like it's hard. I think Theo likes it more than my other saddle. I do feel like my position is not as good. So my inkling of thought and what I think about the whole situation is that if you don't already have a very good and developed independent seat, and if you are not a very experienced rider in general, I would not purchase this. I think this is definitely a really good tool for someone who knows what they're doing, if that makes sense, who can ride bareback without being jostled around, who if they took their stirrups away could still ride. Somebody like that is something this would be good for. Am I gonna sell my saddles and just ride in this? No, absolutely not. But I think this is a good training technique for, you know, helping, at least if your saddle doesn't fit. This is a good interim option because of the fact that it doesn't have a tree. So I'm literally, you can see my butt, sitting straight on him. And I feel like he's much more able to use my seat. I don't know. That's just my thoughts for right now. So I like it. I really do like it. It's so quick. It's really easy and quick to tack up. Easy. Good boy. Very quick and easy to tack up. And so far, I really like it. The boys are getting the day off tomorrow, and then I will come out Thursday and I will do a lesson in it on both of them, and we shall see how that goes. I will say I'm going to end up selling it because it's just not, I don't know. Here, let me grab it. Okay. So this is the Total Contact saddle, and while I liked it and I thought it was like good and I enjoyed riding in it, I just don't see myself using it hardly ever. So I'm just I wouldn't use this in a competition ring, and while we're training and doing all that stuff at home, I wouldn't be riding in it. I think it's great. I really enjoy it, but as far as like show jumping goes, which is what I'm doing, and dressage, this is just not gonna be what I would practice in, or not what I would show in, which means I wouldn't really practice in it. So I'm gonna post this up for sale. It's really awesome. I really, really, really do like it. I just, out of not gonna be using it, that's why I'm putting it up for sale. So it was great while it lasted. It was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the videos of it, but it just isn't something I would compete in, and that is what I'm training to do. So I just don't see the point in, turn this way. I just don't see the point in keeping it if I'm not gonna use it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I post other videos. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Also, if you're interested in it, I think they retail for like 300 something. I'm gonna sell it for $250. If anybody wants to try it.